Alrighty, here we go. Hey there, everybody. It's a nasty one here again, and welcome back to the next episode of the Platypi franchise rebuild here in Super Mega Baseball 4, year number 1. Last episode for the Platypi, we dueled with Javita the ace of the Crocodons, with our own ace, Ace Von Asen, and we came in on top, edging out the victory 4-2, the final score, and notching a save in the back pocket of Walt Huckster. Also had a 3 RBI day from Rory Crowds as he went a yard in this game. It was the first home run we've had in about 3 games, so it's been a while since we've had a home run, so it was nice to get that call back out there. But now we're 7-2 on the year, and we're coming into a division rival matchup. This is the first time we've played the Overdogs, this oh my god, Overdogs, Jesus Christ, Wideloads this season. So this is our first look at one of our division rivals. I believe it's one of the only ones we haven't seen yet this year, because we played the we played the Heaters, we played the Beewolves, I believe we played the Grapplers as well. We have, so this is the only division rival we've yet to see. On the mound is going to be their number 2 pitcher, Chug Burbany, 1-1 with a 7.56 ERA and a 1.68 WHIP. And on the mound for us, it is going to be Stubby Tubrick, the veteran, 1-0 with a 4.50 ERA and a 1 WHIP. And it was brought to my attention that we are going to need to make a move probably on one of the young starting pitchers we were looking to bring in to our starting rotation, and moving Rufus Samar into the bullpen. I know it's going to cost us a little bit of money to do so, but at the same time, we kind of need to make the move. Because if we don't, more likely than not, at +1 above asking and plus 3.3 above asking, they're probably going to get signed here within the next couple of rounds, or probably after the next game even. And I don't want to lose out on both my options and then have to rely on one of my backup options, who I don't like as much. So the choice is, do we go with Cecil Sawyer, who has the best stuff and a good trade and rally stopper, or do we go for Froggo Ballin Standos, who is more rough around the edges? Honestly, I like both options, but if I have to pick one, I'm going to pick Cecil Sawyer, because I have the better track record with Sawyer, whereas Froggo I'm mostly unproven with. And also, Cecil is cheaper, so signing him is not going to hurt our wallets as much as signing Froggo is at this current moment. So making the move here to bring him in and make him the 4th pitcher in our rotation. He will be taking... Actually, we could make him the 3 and move Rusty Nozzle down to the 4 if we so chose. So we're not getting rid of Shirley Indiere. She's safe. Remington Sharp is also safe. They're really the only 2 good relievers we have. Zumar is safe. He's going to be moving down into the bullpen. So then that brings Lauderbury, who's only making 1.5. Jacobs making 2.9, or Huckster making 2.8. And based on who we have, Jacobs is probably the one that's going to get cut, because he's worth the most. He's making the most money, and this will hurt our budget the least. So Jacobs is gone. This move is going to cost us $5 million, but we are going to fix a need, which is beefing up the starting rotation. So Sawyer is in. Jacobs is out. And that means Rufus Umar is now a member of the bullpen. So that is going to really help us out in the long run, I believe. Now, we're going to have Stubby Tubrick start today, because this was his scheduled start. We're going to have Sawyer start the next game, and then we're going to have Nozzle be the number 4. So next episode is going to go to Cecil Sawyer. Nozzle will pitch in the 4th game, which is 2 episodes from now. He'll be taking Zumar's spot in the rotation. Zumar is now going to move down into the bullpen, although he's still unavailable today. Same with Shirley Indiere. So really, we only have Chance Lauderbury, Remington Sharp, and Walt Huckster right now to use. Still, I feel happier that we've made a move, and now we are actually, doing something. So here is the matchup for today's game. Here's our lineup. Kaufman leading off at second, Studwick in right, Roy Crowds in left, Rick Stevens at third, locked in, Physique at first base, Hayam Colliner making his debut in center field, Charlie Lopez at shortstop, Tugboat Thomas catching, and Stubby Tubrick is going to be on the mound for today's game. And I think we're going to wear our alternates today. I like it. And then we're also going to bring in the Wideloads. I like their alternates, so we're going to wear them as well. Leading off at shortstop, Masha Donga. Batting second on fire at first base, Darcy Hicks. Batting third is third baseman Hack Liner. Batting fourth is tense left fielder Wade Hobbs. Batting fifth, catcher Harmony Strauss. Batting sixth, second baseman Chimo Gaspar. Batting 7th, right fielder Elleroids. Batting 8th, center fielder Fungo Akuro. And batting 9th is the pitcher, Chug Burbany. Let's jump into it and have some fun here as we get underway at Colonial Plaza. It looks like it's twilight hours as well. Nice. Alrighty, and a quick shout out. We had a new follower here on the channel, here on Twitch, Rolvog1. Thank you for following in between streams, my friend. Appreciate it as always. Up to 88 followers now here on the channel. Love seeing the community grow every day. Thank you so much for giving me a little bit of your time and feeling the need to follow me and show your support. Thank you. I appreciate it. Here we go. Donga, Hicks, and Liner leading off here against Tubrick. Donga leading off, shortstop hitting .342, 3 homers, 7 RBIs on the year. Off-speed hitter active for Masha here. Facing Stubby Tubrick, 1-0 with a .450 ERA and a 1 whip. He's coming off a victory his last start against the Heaters. 7 earned runs given up, 2 starts, 14 innings pitched, .246 batting average against with 10 strikeouts and 3 home runs surrendered. Pardon me. Alrighty, let's get it on. Heater up and away on the first pitch. Hit pretty well by Donga, chasing Callner back, running out of room. He's at the fence, leaping, robbed her of a home run. Well, not really, but he made the catch before it hit off the wall. Hayam Callner making a nice first impression on the first pitch he sees. As a member of the Platypi organization in the field, he makes a Web Gem caliber catch going up on a wall ride. Nice job. 1 down. Next up is on fire first baseman Darcy Hicks, hitting .378 with 4 homers and 12 RBIs. First pitch changeup up and away, in there for a called strike, 0-1. Teasing him down and away. That's lined to first, but right at peak physique, 2 down. Next up, third baseman Hack Liner, hitting .270 with a homer and 4 RBIs. Curveball down and away in the first pitch, strike called to the knees, 0-1. Peter middle in, line to right center, Callner coming on, slides, and that was a bad play for the rookie as it gets by him all the way to the fence. Liner already digging for second. He's coming around second, digging for third. Relay throw from Charlie Lopez is laid, and it is a 2-out triple. Wade Hobbs up next, left fielder Tense. First pitch Slayer active, hitting .217 with 2 RBIs. He's going to try and drive him in. Two-seamer up and in, taking high, 1-0. Good eye there. Heater down in the way, fouled off, 1-1. Curveball down and in, that's fouled off, 1-2. We're going to put him away now. Change up and away. Looped over second. Kaufman on the run. Watches it drop. It's down for a base hit, and that's going to be an RBI single for Hobbs. 1-0 Wideloads lead here in the first. Harmony Strauss up next. Catcher with fastball hitter active. Hitting .281 with a homer. 4 RBIs. Change it down and in. That's low. Ball 1. Change up and in. Strauss rips it foul down the right field line. Out of play. 1-1. Curveball down in the way. Chopper to second. Kaufman charges. Backhands on to first. In time to end the inning. And we do get out of the first, but a run scores on the single there by Wade Hobbs. 1-0 to the bottom of the first. Kaufman, Studwick, and Crowds due up. And bear with me one moment, guys. It's time for me to make a pick in our shuffle draft for my Discord that I'm a member of. Let me have a quick look at this real quick, and we'll get right back in it. Okay. Who do I want to pick here? Ooh, I think I know which one I want. Give me 1 second, guys. All right, let me just bring the chat back up here, and we're ready to go. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Leading off here in the first for the Platypi is Kitty Kaufman, second baseman with bad ball hitter active, hitting 500, 7 RBIs on the year. Facing former ace of the Wideloads, now relegated to the number 2 with the addition of rookie Danny Deals. Chug Bourbon, 1-1 with a 7.56 ERA and a 1.68 WHIP. 7 earned runs given up in 2 starts, 8 1/3 innings pitched, only averaging 4 innings a start. Yikes. 9 hits surrendered, 5 walks, 3 homers, 6 strikeouts, and a batting average against of 265. Not great numbers here so far for Chug, who has falls behind with a max debuff on it. Yeesh. That's bad. Well, here we go. Heater up and in. That's high off the plate. Ball 1. Good eye to Kaufman. Cutter in there at the knees. Nice pitch. 1-1. Heater's inside. That's a strike. 1-2. Change it down low. Chased and pulled foul. Just out of play. Just over the line there at third. 1-2 the count. Heater up. Whiff through on it. Strike 3. First punch out for Bourbon. 1 down. And here's right fielder Muffin Studwick hitting .390 with 2 RBIs on the season. All right, Muffin, fastball hitter active. Let's see if Chug throws one of his 3 fastballs. He does. It's a cutter up. Strike called. 0-1. Change it down. Pulled on the ground to short. Easy play for Donga. 2 down. Base is empty for left fielder Rory Crowds, who was the big man on campus last episode, driving in 3 of our 4 runs. Hitting .618 with 2 homers, 10 RBIs, and inside pitch is active for Rory. Heater up and away outside. Ball 1. Slider way inside off the plate, 2-0. Change up and in. Ooh, out in front of it was Rory. That had the distance, but way out in front of it, 2-1. Heater down in the way. Nice pitch, 2-2. Heater up and in. Hit well by Crowds to center field, but it's going to be held up out there. There is Akuro, and that is a 1-2-3 inning. For the second, we're down 1-0. Gaspar, Royds, and Akuro coming up.
There's a 50-50 chance you'll make it back to your seat. Now batting, the second baseman, number 16.
Now up is Chimo Gaspar. He's playing second base today. He's normally the shortstop. Hitting .227 with a homer, 2 RBIs. Low pitch is active here. Though without a DH here, Donga's actually playing shortstop over him. Heater up and in, check swing strike 0-1 because she's a very poor fielder and can't play any of the other infield positions, whereas Gaspar can play a modest second base. For ball away, chopped on the ground to short. Lopez over for it. On to first, 1 down. And also because Darcy Hicks is doing well at first right now. Elroyd's up, right fielder, hitting .256, 3 homers, 8 RBIs here. Change it down and in the first pitch, fouled off, 0-1. Using him up and away, foul back. It's a quickly 0-2. Heater up, out of the zone, taken high, 1-2. Curveball down in the way, outside, 2-2. Change up at the knees, out in front of it, strike 3. First punch out for Tubrick today, 2 down in the inning. That'll bring up Fungo Akuro, the center fielder, hitting .321 with 2 RBIs. Change it down in the way, that's a strike, 0-1. Little hack activates for Fungo here. Heater up and away. Chased it out of the zone. It's quickly 0-2. 2-seamer up and in. Chased and popped behind first. Physique there, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 inning for Tubrick. Bottom 2. It's 1-0. McStevens, Physique, and Colliner coming up. Beefcake McStevens leading off. Left fielder, third baseman locked in. He's hitting .550 with 2 homers, 8 RBIs, powerless lefty, and high pitch active here. Heater made a win on the first pitch, ripped hard up the middle, and that is a base hit. First hit of the day for the Platypi offense as McStevens on to start the second. Next up, first baseman Peak Physique hitting .250 with an RBI. Change up and in, inside off the plate, ball 1. Slider middle of the plate, crack deep to right center field, hit pretty well, carrying to the wall. Crikey, that one has been sent to the land down under as Peak Physique hits his first career home run on a middle cut slider. That is over the wall in right center, first of his career. 2-1, Platypi have the lead. Nice swing, Peak, nice swing, and that's what we expect him to do. And here is rookie center fielder Hayam Colliner, who made a nice leaping catch on the first pitch of the game to rob a wall rider of a double. He's locked in, and he's yet to see a pitch as part of an at-bat. So this is his first career at-bat. Let's see how he does. 27-year-old center fielder is a big power threat. Also excels at driving runners in. He has RBI here as that heater almost hits him on the inside portion. 1-0. Bourbony tense. Slider up with, or heater up with through it late. 1-1. Change up at the knees. Chopper to short. Donga there. On to first. 1 down. Bourbony back to neutral. Here's Charlie Lopez, shortstop with Ace Exterminator active here. Hitting .514 with 11 RBIs on the season. Heater down and in. Taken low. Good eye on the two-seamer. Ball 1. Heater up. Chased it out of the zone. 1-1. Change up and away, pulled to third, right at liner, 2 down. Base is empty for Tugboat. Thomas, the catcher, hitting .421. 3 RBIs on the season for Tugboat. Heater down in the ways outside. Ball 1. Heater down in the way, cut through, 1-1. Cutter up and in, foul back, 1-2. Cutter middle in, chopper to short. Easy play for Donga. On to first, and that ends the inning. But a big 2-run bomb from Peak Physique, the first of his young career, makes it 2-1 to the third. Bourbony, Donga, and Hicks coming up. Pitcher Chug Bourbony leads off the third for the Wideloads. He is hitless on the season. Hitter up and away. That's a strike. 0-1. Change down and away. Check strike. 0-2. Using him down and in. Chopper back to the mound. 2 brick fields on to first. 1 down. Donga up next. She's 0 for 1 today. Got robbed of extra bases by a leaping Colliner at the center field wall her first time up. Using her up top of the zone. Bowled to left center field. She learns her lesson this time and rips it away from Colliner. Ricocheting off the wall to him. He'll get it in quickly for a lead 1-out single here in the third. Darcy Hicks up next. First baseman locked in. He lined out his first time up to Physique. 0 for 1 today. Ball down in the way in the first pitch. Ripped over third. Leaping McStevens out of his reach as it gets into the corner. Crowd's chasing after it. Gets to it. Gets it in. But that is going to be a double for Hicks. 2 in scoring position now with 1 down. Wideloads threatening. Here's Hack Liner, who tripled his first time up on a missed diving catch. Evening, Macho. Welcome in, buddy. Hopefully your day's been going well for you as well. I'm glad it's finally Friday as well. Got through my overtime day today, and now I've got 2 days off before I head back in. Trying to protect this slim lead we got going on here early. Only up 2-1. Change away in the first pitch. In there for a strike to Liner. 0-1. Ball down and in. Shot back to the mound. Tubrick fields it. Throws back to second to get the runner back. Lopez to first. Gets a Liner by a step. 2 down. Runners have to hold. Here's Hobbs. 1 for 1 with an RBI single his first time up. Going to try and bring him home. He's back to neutral mojo. Where's he ripping in? Check swing strike. Fooled him on that 1-0-1. Nice. Glad it was good. Just one of the days you feel lethargic. Understandable, of course. It's Friday. We don't feel like doing nothing. Two-seamer down in the way. Whiffed on it by Hobbs. It's quickly 0-2. Change down and in. Grounder to second. Right at Kaufman. On to first. In time to end the inning. Tubrick strands 2. Bottom 3. It's 2-1. Tubrick leads off. Then Kaufman and Studwick. We feel like doing one thing, and that's winning. Indeed, indeed. Let's keep it rolling. Tubrick up, hitting .429. No homers, no RBIs on the year. Batting 4 for 7 here to start the year, I believe, or 3 for 7, sorry. Cutter up in the first one, grounded to third. Liner takes the out, 1 down. Kitty Kaufman up, second baseman, 0 for 1 today. Struck out her first time up so far. The only batter to strike out against Bourbony today for us. Yep. Well, not true. We not only do we feel like winning, we also felt like making a roster move before the game. We ended up bringing in a new starting pitcher, Cecil Sawyer, formerly of our Sawteeth franchise. That's his claim to fame, where he was our ace for 4.5 years, or, well, 3 years technically. He is going to be making the start next episode for the Platypi. He'll be taking Nozzle's spot in the rotation. Nozzle will move down to take Zumar's spot, and Zumar moves to the bullpen. That's the only other news we've made so far today. First pitch cutter outside there from Bourbony, 1-0. That heater's inside, 0-2, or 2-0. Change it down, hard rip to short, but right at Donga. On to first with it, 2 down. Now to bring up Studwick, he's 0 for 1 today. Grounded out to short his first time up as well. Change it down and then strike called, 0-1. Cutter down and then pulled to the gap, left center field. On the run is Akuro. He won't get there. It's down for a base hit. Studwick extends the inning with a 2-out single.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 3, Rory Krause.
Roy Crowd's up 0 for 1 today with a fly out. It's a good upgrade with Peak and Cecil in 2 different franchises. Sawteeth is crossing timelines. Yep, it does seem that way. They're forcing my hand, too. We needed to get Sandberg out. He's just struggling. And we need to upgrade the rotation now before someone gets picked up out of free agency. Only downside is it costs $5 million. So we're down to 7, I believe, 2 in our funds. I'll have to look when we get back to the screen, but I believe we're at 7.2 now, 7.2 mil instead of 12 something, or 7.9 or something like that. One of the 2 numbers. 2-seamer down in the way, taken low by Crowds on the first one, ball 1. Change up and away is a strike call, 1-1. Unfortunately, Harmony Strauss is behind the plate today for the Wideloads. She is one of the best arms in the league. We are not running on her anytime soon. To be fair, not many young players to develop. We have like 3. Yep, Kaufman, Crowds, and who's the other one? Owigliams. Change it down. Nice pitch at the knees. 1-2. Heater down. Whiffed on it. Strike 3. Second punch out for Bourbony. It lulled me to sleep with that one. Yep, Hara was the third one. To the 4th, it's 2-1. Strauss, Gaspar, and Royds do up. Harmony Strauss up 0 for 1 today. Fastball hitter active. Well, we also have Cuffingham now, to be fair, so that's 4. But we had to sign her, so. Curveball down and in on the first pitch. Taken low. Ball 1. Change up and in. High. 2-0. 4-seamer down. Chopped up the middle. Lopez dives out of his reach. It's a base hit into center field. Leadoff single for Strauss as the catcher's on to start the 4th.
Now back, the second baseman, number 60, Chimo Gaspar.
Here's Gaspar 0 for 1 today. 2-seamer up and in on the first pitch. Blew it by him. 0-1. Nice pitch. Ball down in the way. Chased it low and outside. It's 0-2. No threat to run over there at first is Owigliams. 4-seamer up and away. High. 1-2. Change up and in. Chased it. Strike 3. Second punch out for Tubrick. 1 down. Said this before. I'm glad that we're doing the Thumpers franchise since it's all fresh faces and names. I agree. Yes, we need to get something to keep this from getting stale. Because once you see the same faces over and over again, it's like, okay, how can we remix the same formula again? At least with that, it's like, I don't know who any of you people are. Let's see who will actually become legends. Heater down on the first pitch to Royds. Good block behind the plate there by Thomas. 1-0. Ball down in the way. That's lined back into Tubrick. Lopez recovers behind the mound on the first to get the second out, but Tubrick is down, and he is not moving. He is not moving. Oh, Stubby, are you okay? Oh, no. Got him right in the face. Stubby. Bonk, go to Hardy Jail. Solid. Fungo Akuro up now. He's going to try to capitalize on the injury to Tubrick here. Let's see if we can get him at least through the 5th. Peter middle in. That's a strike. 0-1. Good start. Little hack activates here. Change it down in the way. Off the plate. 1-1. So he's got no velo and no break now as that 2-seamer's inside. 2-1. Literally both those are below 0. Curveball. Whoa, that floated in there. That was a hanger. 2-2. Heater up and away. Chased it. Strike 3. Tubrick, despite being concussed and possibly having a broken nose, is able to get the strikeout. His third of the day. Bottom 4. It's 2-1. McStevens, Physique, and Colliner do up. If he comes up to bat, I will debate taking him out. But the bad news is Zumar is gassed. Indiera is gassed. And those are our 2 long relievers, so we're going to be in trouble. Here's Beefcake, 1-for-1 with a single today and a run scored. Powers lefty and high pitch still active here. Change up, taken high out of the zone. Ball 1. Heater inside, 2-0. Heater inside, misses, 3-0. Heater up and in. Oh, he went for it on 3-1 and missed it, 3-1. Heater down in the way, hit well by Beefcake, deep to right field. Running out of room is Ella at the wall, leaping. Crikey, it's been sent to the land down under. It's a home run for Beefcake McStevens. His third of the year, and it's 3-1 as the Platypi bring the lead up to 2 now. Should have been wearing his headband. That would have protected him. I know, right? Peak Physique up. 2-run homer his first time up. That was the first of his young career. Looking to do it again. Same pitch. Slider ripped hard to second this time, though. Gaspar picks it to first. 1 down. Next up is Hayam Colliner, 0-for-1 today. He's locked in. Grounded that to short his first time up. Cutter down in the way. Chased and fouled off. 0-1. Slider hangs. Hard chopper through the middle. Base hit, and that is the first career hit for Hayam Colliner as the center fielder reaches with 1 down. Let's get that ball for you. Next up, Charlie Lopez, 0-for-1 today. Lined out to third his first time up. Ace Exterminator remains active. Heater in there, 0-1. Heater up, that's a strike, 0-2. Heater up, whiffed on it, strike 3. Third punch out for Burberty. 2 down, and here's Thomas, 0-for-1. Speaking of which, so many injuries to pitchers already. Kind of a long time coming, though. Yeah, with how many of them throw at like really high velocities and just the repetition of doing so for a long time, it's going to lead to somebody getting hurt. They're overworked way too early at a young age, and unfortunately it just leads to a lot of them getting injured, unfortunately, all around the same time, coincidentally. It's really sad, but that is the kind of the landscape we're dealing with. Sometimes it's not always the best thing to throw over 100, as that almost got by Strauss. Will hold on the first pitch. Ball 1. Thomas ahead. Slider away. Poked off the end of the bat to right center field. That is going to drop in for a base hit. Nice job, Tugboat, as that throw comes to the cutoff man. First and third now. 2 down. And that is going to bring up Stubby Tubrick, the injured starter, who's 0-for-1 today. All right, let me take a quick look at the bullpen here to see what we've got. Zumar's tense. Had about 65% stamina. He's a no-go. Indiera's about 75%. She's probably usable for an inning or 2. Maybe just 1. Lauderbury's fully rested. So is Sharp, which is... Sharp's almost fully rested, but he's basically there. He's like 99. Huckster, he's about 85%. Okay. So we have options, but I'm going to let Tubrick bat. I want him to at least get through the 5th inning today. Go ahead, Stubby. Go get you some. Problem is that it's the standard now. Yeah, I don't know how we even begin to remedy or reverse it. Very true. There really isn't a way to do it unless you go back to emphasizing pitchers not throwing as hard and being more mindful of how many breaking pitches they throw per outing, and starting at a young age throwing a breaking ball, like, waiting a little bit later. Or just limit innings even more so than normal. I know we don't have any 200 inning pitchers as much anymore, but maybe we're going to start seeing pitchers throw less than 150 innings a year. I don't know. Slider hangs, chopper to third. A liner takes it on to first, and that ends the inning. Home run for Beefcake McStevens, though, extends the lead to 2 for the Platypi. 3-1 to the 5th. Bourbony, Donga, and Hicks do up against the injured Tubrick.
Now batting.
Bourbony up 0-for-1 today. First pitch changeup down. Hitting the hole to second. Coffin on the dive. Under her glove. Good effort by Kitty, but she couldn't make the play. Infield single for Bourbony. It's his first hit of the year.
Now batting.
We could do that whole you have a maximum amount of pitches / innings they can pitch each week or something, but probably means expanding the amount of roster spots. Very true, because I can see that running into a problem of not having any pitchers available and needing to constantly call up and down guys all the time. Heater up and away. Outside, ball 1. Ball down and in. Dodonga, chop at the middle to short. Lopez dives out of his reach. It's a base hit. First and second now with nobody out. Wideloads are threatening here to get back in it. Here comes Darcy Hicks, 1 for 2 with a double today. What about the knees on the first pitch? Lined at the middle. That is a base hit into center field, and that is 3 straight hits to start the inning here for the Wideloads. Bases juiced for Hack Liner. 1 for 2 with a triple today, looking to bust it open. Come on, Stubby, you got to show me something here. Show me some fight. Come on, kid. That does mean more available jobs, though, which is good for the players. Very true, very true. Might see teams expand their entire roster size from like 90-some players to over that. Two-seamer away, that's a strike. Go 1. Heater down and in, taken low, 1-1. Double down and away. Pulled to the gap, left center field. Crowd's running after it. It's down, and that's going to split them. And it's probably going to clear the bases here. It will. It's going to be a 3-run double for Liner, and the Wideloads take the lead. It's 4-3 as they rally back. Snoopy's one brain cell did all he could. Yeah, it's time to take him out. He's done. The injury just got to him. We're going to go ahead and swap him out here for rookie Shirley Indiera. She's going to take over on the mound. Shirley on the year, 1-0, a 1.80 ERA and an 0.80 whip. 1 run given up in 2 appearances, 5 innings pitched, 4 hits surrendered, 2.22 batting average against. No strikeouts, no walks, no homers given up. Last appearance, Indiera got her first career victory in 3 innings of relief, or 3 innings? I think it was like 3 or 4 innings in relief of Rufus Zumar. Only went 3 innings. So yeah, it would have been 4 innings of relief for her in that one.
Now pitching, Shirley Indiera.
As gets ahead active here. First pitch Slayer active for Hobbs. Screwball down in the way in the first one. Checked outside. Ball 1. Two-seamer up and in. That's a strike, 1-1. Slider down and in. Checked off the plate, 2-1. Heater up and away. High, 3-1. Zoom down and away. Fouled off, it's full. How in God's name does Chance have a 0 ERA? Look, I don't know. It seems like when I pitch with him, he just becomes a god tier. I don't know. Curveball down and in. Checked inside, ball forward. Indiera walks the first batter she sees. Mainly also because I put him in low-pressure situations, and I think it might be his reverse splits trait, I believe, is what makes him so good. Is it reverse splits? Yeah, it's his reverse splits trait that, like, just makes him a little bit better. And then volatile, of course. It's just worked out so far. Don't question it. We start questioning things, that's when bad things happen. Curveball inside on the first pitch, ripped to right field, and the inning continues as we have yet to get an out yet in the inning. That is 6 straight hits here to start the inning for the Wideloads, and here's Chimo Gaspar, who's 0 for 2 today. Bases loaded, nowhere to put him, and low pitch active. Heater up and away. Outside, ball 1. Screwball up and in. Whiffed on it, 1-1. Fooled him on that pitch. Two-seamer up and in. Line to right field. Studwick coming on. Gets there for the first out. Runner from third thought about tagging, and he'll hold. Bases remain loaded for Ella Royds, who's 0 for 2. We're from the land down under. We're not allowed to question God because he is dead. Yeah, sometimes it seems that way, unfortunately. Heater down and in. That's low, ball 1. Slider down in the way. Royds takes, check swing, strike, 1-1. Come on, Shirley. Ball down and in. Chopper to third. McStevens there to second, 1. Kaufman to first. Double play. You love to see that as we get out of the jam. Indiera strands the bases loaded, but 3 score off the injured Tubrick. 4-3 to the bottom of the 5th. Kaufman, Studwick, and Crowds. Top of the lineup coming up. Nice pitching, Shirley. Thank you, thank you. Kaufman up 0 for 2 today, intense after failing to make a diving play in the field. Heater up and away outside. Ball 1. Cutter up, dump to right field, sinking quickly, running in. Royds gets to it with the basket catch. 1 down. Studwick up next, 1 for 2 with a single last plate appearance. Fastball hitter active for Muffin. Cutter away, nips the corner, 0-1. Change up away, this time it's outside, 1-1. Change up in there at the letters, 1-2. Cutter down, line softly to second. Gaspar there, 2 down. Here's Crowds, 0 for 2 today. I fully believe God gave Australia to the devil because he lost the game to Uno. Wait, which version? Regular, dose, or one of them alternate versions of Uno? Inside pitch active here for Crowds, 0 for 2 today. Slider down and then dumped into center field on the line. That's a base hit. Rory keeps the inning alive with the 2-out knock, and that'll bring up Beefcake, who's homered. He's also singled, 2 for 2 today. On fire now, Beefcake. Will Burbity pitch to him and be dumb enough to throw it high? Better believe he is, but we're late on the swing, 0-1. And we're under that one, fouled back, 0-2. You'd have a death wish, son. Fouled off, 0-2. Heater up, chased and fouled off, 0-2. Heater up and away, line to first, but right at Hicks, holding the runner. That ends the inning. To the 6th, it's 4-3. One where you could stack 5 plus 4s. That's what I was thinking of, yep. Akuro, Burbity, and Donga do up. I was thinking of the plus 5s. It's like the light and dark Uno or something like that. I forget what it's called. Akuro up 0 for 2 today. Curveball down in the way. Pulled foul out of play. 0-1. Forcing ripping away. Chased it out of the zone. It's 0-2. Screwball down and in. Chased inside. Dribbler to short. Lopez charges. Bare hands and fires. Got him. 1 down. Next up is Burbity. 1 for 2 with a single to start the rally last inning. And he also scored a run. Two-seam ripping in on the first pitch. Strike called. 0-1. Curveball down in the way. Chopper to the mound. In the air off. Bare hands. Fires. 2 down. She's locked in. Here's Donga. 2 for 3 with 2 singles today. Two-seam ripping away in the first pitch. Strike called. 0-1. Four-seamer down in the way. Chopper to second. Kaufman charges. On to first. 1-2-3 inning for Indiair. Nice pitching, Shirley. Bottom 6, it's 4-3. Physique, Colliner, and Lopez coming up. You have Uno! Reminds me of that video, the one guy arguing the other guy has Uno on his Xbox. Yep. Physique up 1 for 2 with the 2-run home today. Change up. Ooh, put it at the letters. 0-1. Nice pitch. Heater inside misses. 1-1. Physique grounded out to second last at bat. Heater away. Foul back. 1-2. Chased it high. Strike 3. Fourth punch out for Burbity. 1 down. The Xbox Live days, they were a good time. Colliner up 1 for 2 with a single. Locked in still. Heater milled the plate. We missed it. 0-1. Little late on the windup. Heater down and then turned on by Calder. Hit deep to left center field. The rookie put a pop into it. Back at the wall looking up. Crikey, it's been sent to the land down under. Home run for Hayam Calder. First of his career. We're all tied up at 4. Platypi right back in it. There you go. Hey, he called that one. Here's Lopez, 0 for 2. Come on, Charlie, let's get it started. Come on, Chug. Cut her away, outside. Ball 1. Cut her inside, dumped over short, but easy play for Donga. 2 down. Freaking bomb indeed. Thomas up 1 for 2 with a single. Sad part is it only landed in the first row. It had just enough of a bomb to get out. Change it down and then strike called. 0-1. Heater down and then that's grounded over the short. Donga there. On to first, and that's going to be ending the inning. But a home run for Colliner makes it a tie game at 4 to the 7th. Hicks, Liner, and Hobbs. Hard lineup coming up. Indiair entering her 3rd inning of work here. We'll let her start the inning. We'll see how it goes. Hicks is, I believe, 2 for 3 today, if I remember correctly. Dribble down in the way in the first pitch. Outside. Ball 1. Two-seamer up and away. Hicks checked it. Strike call. 1-1. Screwball down and away. Low and outside. 2-1. Four-seamer up and away. High. 3-1. Good eye. Slider down and away. Ripped the third. Beefcake over his glove. A good effort, Beefcake, but it rose too quickly. Crowds tracks it down. Hicks digging for second. Throw in is late. It's a leadoff double for Darcy. In the air, no longer locked in. Here's Hackliner, who doubled home 3 last time up. He's also tripled. 2 for 3 today. All right, this is Shirley's last batter no matter what happens here. I want her to face the righty here. Four-seamer down and away in the first pitch. Strike called. 0-1. Ball down and in. Low. 1-1. Slider away. Chased it outside. 1-2. Nice pitch. Two-seamer up and in. Fouled off. Still 1-2. Four-seamer down and away. Chopper to second. Slow roller. Kaufman over. Gets it to first. 1 down. Is going to third on the play is going to be Hicks. Setting up the RBI chance for Hobbs with the runner 90 feet away. 1 for 2 with an RBI single and a walk last at bat. All right, and that is going to do it here for Shirley in the air. 2 1/3 innings in relief. Good pitching, Shirley. We are going to double switch here. Okay. We're going to go ahead and bring in Remington Sharp, the left-hander. And we are going to take out Tugboat Thomas, I believe. Charlie's more valuable in the field here. Yes, we're going to take out Tugboat, and we are going to bring in backup catcher Camilla Cuffingham. She will lead off next inning. The only thing we're sacrificing behind the plate is a little bit of fielding and the arm. All right, Remington Sharp in, the left-hander, 0-1, a 5.40 ERA, and a 150 whip. 2 earned runs given up, 2 appearances. He got a save last appearance, giving 2 innings of relief. 3 1/3, pitched total 4 hits, 1 walk, 1 homer, 3 strikeouts. Batting average against 308. We're going to need him to work us out of this jam here. Give us your best stuff. Two-seamer up and away out of the zone, ball 1. That takes care of his trait. Four-seamer down and in. Whiffed on it, 1-1. Two-seamer up and in. Checked inside, good hold, 2-1. Slider down and away. Fouled off, chased it outside, 2-2. Charlie is more valuable. I don't want to live in this timeline anymore. I mean, think about it. We don't have another shortstop. We're kind of stuck. I mean, Kaufman can play short, but she can't field. And Beefcake can play shortstop, but he can't field. And then if we're moving Beefcake to shortstop, that means playing third base is Sky Rodriguez. I don't want to live in this timeline either. Woo-wee. All right. Two-seamer up and away. Ooh, checked it. 3-2. Where is Ryan Sicily when you need him? He can't field either. Hell, I'll take Marlon Walls. Heater down and then fouled off. Count remains full. Fuck. Where's Knippenstein? Slider down and away. Pulled to the gap right center field. Hobbs is going to do it, and that's going to drive in his second run of the game on the double. Studwick gets it in, but it is 5-4. Wideloads retake the lead. Live run will be charged to in the air, but he can't field in all positions. Chad's stuck in there. That's true. Strauss up 2 for 3, 2 singles. Very Chad-like behavior there. Slider away, outside, ball 1. Two-seamer at the knees. Ripped up the middle of the second. Kaufman dives under her glove into right center. Didn't even get a piece of the leather on it. It's going to be an RBI knock for Strauss. That run is charged to Sharp. It is 6-4 Wideloads. Next up, Gaspar, 0 for 3 today, intense. Peter up and away in the first pitch. Strike called, 0-1. Two-seamer up and in. Check strike, 0-2. Peter up and in. High, 1-2. Slider away. Line softly to second, right at Kaufman, 2 down. Here's Royds, 0 for 3. Slider down and in on the first pitch. Check low and in, ball 1. Four-seamer away. Hit well deep to right field by Royds. Studwick looking up, and it is gone. That is a wide load for the Wideloads, as that homer is the first of the day for their offense. Royds is 4th. It is 8-4, and they've broken it open with 4 in the inning.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 11,
And here's a Kuro 0 for 3 as Sharp has come unglued. Using her down in the way, check swing strike, 0-1. Beat her up, strike called, it's 0-2. Slider down and in. Hit up the middle to short, Lopez on the dive, out of his reach, he couldn't get to it, it's another single. And the inning will continue. Here's Burbany, 1 for 3 with a single today. Runner goes, strike called, throw down by Cuffingham. Almost got him. It's a steal for a Kuro. Fung goes first of the year. He's 1 for 1. A 1 count here to Burbany. Slider down in the way. Chop at the middle. Lopez dives and cuts it off behind the bag. Throw to first. Got him. Nice play, Charlie, to end the inning. But 4 runs in the inning, all of them off of Sharp, except 1 was not going to be charged to him, though. 8-4 the score, bottom 7. Cuffingham leads off, newly inserted into the game, Kaufman and Studwick. And Burbany remains out there. Comes in, makes a terrible relief appearance, leaves, refuses to elaborate. Yep. Cuffingham up, catcher hitting 1 for 5 on the year with an RBI single. Come on, Camilla, give us something to start with. Heater taken high, ball 1, good eye. Change up inside, that's a strike, 1-1. Heater down, dump to right center field. That is going to get down for a base hit, and that might be extra bases. It's rolling to the fence. Royds misplays it. It gets past her to the wall. It's going to be a leadoff double for Cuffingham as the rookie gets it started. Let's string a couple more hits together, guys. Come on. Here's Kaufman, 0 for 3 today, intense, and that will do it for Chug Burbany. He will leave in line for the victory, though the runner at second will be his responsibility. He'll still be in line for the win, even if it scores. Coming out of the bullpen is going to be Bale Bozer. Bozer 1-0 with a 3.48 ERA and an 0.77 whip for the lefty specialist. 4 earned runs given up, 6 appearances. 10 in the third innings pitched, 7 hits surrendered, a walk, 3 homers, 1 hit batsman, 12 strikeouts, and a batting average against 189. Truly dropped a wide load all over the pitchers, man. Jesus. Oh, only crossed up. That's right. They took his specialist trade away. Made him more normal. Kaufman 0 for 3 today. She struck out once as that changeup misses high out of the zone. Ball 1. Slider hangs, middle of the plate, crushed deep to right center. A Kuro over. Makes catch for the first out. Runner tags and heads for third. Easy tag up for Cuffingham. She's now 90 feet away from scoring with 1 down. Here's Studwick, Muffin 1 for 3 today with a single. Screwball down and then strike called. Nice pitch, 0-1. Change up and away, hit on the ground to first. Picked by Hicks, throw coming home. Strauss throws back to third, not in time. We deked the throw. Fielder's choice, everybody's safe. Runners at the corners now, 1 down for Crowds. 1 for 3 with a single today. Inside pitch active. Come on, Rory. Change up middle in. That's hit deep to left field. That's going to be deep enough to score Cuffingham. Therefore, it is Hobbs for the second out of the inning. Cuffingham tags. It'll be a sac fly. Runner will be charged to Burbany. It's 8-5. 2 down, runner at first for Beefcake. 2 for 3. Solo homer and a single. Lined out last time up. Still locked in. Screwball away, lined over the bag at first, but foul, 0-1. Checked high on the heater, good eye out of the zone, 1-1. Heater way high, 2-1. Screwball chased out of the zone, up and away. Easy grounder for Gaspar to end the inning. To the 8th, it's 8-5. Donga, Hicks, and Liner due up. Cuffingham clearly being British and being on the Platypi sounds like an episode on the History Channel. That's true. Oh my God, was she sent here to check on the penal colonies? Her Majesty continues to spy on us.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 25.
Donga up 2 for 4, 2 singles today. Sharp Tense is gonna stay out here, I guess, to start the 8th inning. We'll see how it goes. 2-seamer down and in on the first pitch to Donga. Hit to the gap, left center field. It's not going well. Connor giving chase as it rolls to the fence. Throw coming to second is late. It's a leadoff double for Donga. Next up, Hicks, 3 for 4, 2 doubles and a single, and we're going to go to the bullpen here as Sharp clearly does not have it today. Coming in out of the bullpen, fuck, we don't have a lot. All right, you know what, Remington, you got to suck it up. Start pitching. Slider down in the way. That's low. Ball 1. 2-seamer up and away. Outside. 2-0. Heater down in the way. Fouled off. Out of play. 2-1. Seamer up and away. Line to the gap, right center field. Another extra base hit for Darcy Hicks. This will be his third of the day. And another runner is going to score for the Wideloads. It's 9-5 as we go back to a 4-run deficit. You know, there is a team making a Fallout mod in London. There's a cool Queen Elizabeth, actually. Interesting. Not a bad touch to the game, if you ask me. All right, how are we going to play this? Shit. I guess we'll double switch. Lauderbury's coming in. We're gonna take out Rory. We're gonna bring in Linda Hand, and she's gonna play right field, and then we're gonna move Studwick back to left. Lauderbury on the air, no record, a 0 ERA and a 1 WHIP, 3 appearances, 4 innings pitched, 4 hits surrendered, 2 strikeouts, and a batting average against a .250. Chance, you're all I got. Just keep it respectable. Reverse splits volatile, active against Hack Liner. Heater down and in on the first pitch. Strike called, 0-1. Change it down in the way, out of the zone, 1-1. Slider down in the way, low and outside, 2-1. Heater middle in. Jam foul, 2-2. Change it away. Chase, dribbler to second, slow roller, Coffin charges, takes the out at first, 1 down. Going to third is Hicks, here's Hobbs. RBI double last time up, he also has an RBI single and a walk, 2 for 3 today. Mod is planning to drop in the 24th, okay, Fallout London. I might check it out, I don't have Fallout, I have to buy the game and install it, but it sounds very intriguing. I'll let my brother know, he's a big Fallout guy, he might enjoy that. Alright, so Lauderbury loses reverse splits, but he keeps volatile active here. Let's see if he can use it well against Hobbs. Slider down in the way in the first pitch. Check strike. 0-1 on the knees. Heater inside. Lined over second as the infield was in. It's down for a base hit. Hobbs with another RBI hit. It's 10-5. He's at 3 RBIs today and 3 hits as well. Strauss up next, 3 for 4. 3 singles and an RBI. That run is charged to Sharp. Forcing her up and in on the first one. Jammed to left center field. It pretty well. Connor on the run. Won't get there. That's another hit. Connor gets it in to the relay man. Runners at the corners. 1 down as Strauss has another single. There's Gaspar, 0 for 4 intense today. Slider up and away in the first pitch. Foul back. 0-1. My kingdom for a consistent bullpen. I wish. Change up and in. Check swing strike, it's 0-2, nice pitch. Heater up, out of the zone, 1-2, no chase there. Forcing him up and in. Chased it, strike 3, first punch out for Lauderbury, 2 down. Here's Royds, 1 for 4, the 2-run homer last time up to put the game out of reach, basically. Slider down and in on the first pitch, fouled off, 0-1. Heater up and away. Out of the zone, 1-1. Four-seamer up and in. High, 2-1. Change up at the knees. Chopper back to the mound. Lauderbury fields on to first in time to end the inning. Nice pitching chance. 2 runs score, but the game was basically over at this point. 10-5 to the bottom of the 8th. Bezique, Colliner, and Lopez due up. You know it's bad when your most consistent reliever is your closer you never use and Chance Lauderbury. Ugh. Here's Peak Physique hitting .286 with a homer and 3 RBIs. Come on, Peak. Heater down, taken low, ball 1. Screwball up and in, that's a strike. Across them up, 1-1. Heater's off the plate inside, 2-1. Heater up, whiffed on it, 2-2. Slider down, ripped to the gap left center, but hanging up though for Acuro, 1 down. I mean, it's unlikely, but there's always a chance. Colliner up, solo homer last time up, first of his career. Shame our offense is wasting it. Screwball down and in, jammed him, foul out of play on the right side as Royce gives it a run, but she was never going to get there in time. Heater checked outside, high apparently, called a strike, 0-2. Chase to change up below the knee, strike 3. First punch out for Bozer. 2 down, and here's Charlie Lopez, who's 0 for 3. Slider high, out of the zone, ball 1. Not going well. Slider down, dumped up the middle, base hit for Charlie. His first hit of the day. He's 1 for 4. Got to put up a crooked number here, guys. We can't go to into the 9th down 5. Lend a hand up, first bat of the game for the right fielder, who double switched in last inning. Hitting .231 with an RBI. No homers yet on the year, though. Heater down and in. Hit well by Linda Hand to left center field. Heading for the gap. On the run is Akiro. Runs it down to end the inning. Of course you did, you bastard. To the 9th. We're down 5. Akiro leads off. Bozer and Donga. Here's Akiro. 1 for 4 with a single today. Heater up and in on the first pitch. Strike called. 0-1. Little hack activates. Slider down. That's low. 1-1. Changeup hangs. Skied to left center. Colliner running over. He's there. Puts it away for the first out. Next up is Bozer. Hitless on the air. He's going to stay in the game to pitch the 9th as well. So he'll bat. Heater up and away. Strike called on the check. 0-1. Change it down and in. Inside. Almost kneecaps him. 1-1. Slider down. Low. 2-1. Heater away. Line to left center, or Studwick racing over. Lays out for it. It's down for a hit. First hit of the year for Bozer. He's on with 1 down. Donga up next, 3 for 5, double and 2 singles today. Slider hangs in the first pitch. Ooh, got really lucky on that one. 0-1. Forcing him down and in. Chop at the middle, under the glove of Lauderbury into center field. That's a base hit. First and second now, 1 down. Inning continues. Hicks up, 4 for 5 day, 3 doubles, an RBI, and a single today. Change it down in the way in the first one. Outside, ball 1. Forcing him up and away. Checked outside, it's 2-0. Slider down, low, 3-0. Heater middle away. Strike called, taking 3-1. And down the way. Line to right field. That's going to be down for a base hit. Base is loaded. Nowhere to put him. And coming up is Hack Liner. Donga always seemed like she should be on the freebooters or heaters than the Wideloads. Yeah, especially with the name like Masha Donga. Hitting bombs all the time. Like freebooters offense, yeah, that's kind of there. I don't know about the heaters though. I don't see it. Definitely could see the freebooters, though, with that power. Or even the Nemesis. That would be a great spot for her as well, to pair her with Hito Moonshada. And Mashed Taters, because they all have Dinger-related names. Heater down on the first pitch of the liner, taken low, ball 1. Slider at the knees. That's a strike, 1-1. To be fair, the heaters is only because of her red hair. All right, that's fair. Yeah, they do have some redheads on that team, don't they? Slayer, Rufo. Damn. Okay. Change it down. Whiffed on at 1-2. Got him to chase that. Well, then by that argument, you can also put Slash Trips out there as well. Heater up. High. 2-2. Slider down in the way. Chase, grounder, chopper to second. Slow roller. Coffin has to take the out at first. 2 down on the fielder's choice. Runs scores. It's 11-5. That'll bring up Hobbs. 3-4, double, 2 singles, and a walk today, driving in 3 runs as Lauderbury's tense. Slider away, way outside. Ball 1. Heater down in the way. Chop through the middle. That's another base hit. Another RBI hit for Hobbs. His 4th of the day. It's 12-5. Here's Strauss, 4 for 5 day, 4 singles and an RBI. Change up at the knees on the first one. Ripped foul, 0-1. Slider away. Check strike, 0-2. Heater up and out of the zone. Chased it. Driven deep to right field. Hand on the run. Gets there to finally end the inning. But another 2-run score for the Wideloads. It is 12-5 to the bottom of the 9th. Cuffingham, McCaffman, and Studwick are our last chances. Although this game has been long since dead. It's like beating a dead horse at this point, guys. Here's Cuffingham, 1 for 1 with a double. First pitch from Bozer. Slider down, taken low. Ball 1. Bozer going for the 9-out save here. Heater away, fouled off on the right side. That is going to get out of play, though, as Royds gives it a look. 1-1. Screwball in the dirt, bounces, good eye, 2-1. Slider at the knees. Hit off the end of the bat to left center. Easy play for Akiro, 1 down. Next up, Kaufman, who's 0 for 4 today in tenths, not hitting well. Slider up, misses high, ball 1. Slider middle of the zone, lined hard to center, but guess what? Right at Akiro, 2 down. Last chance today is Studwick, 1-4 with a single. Bows are locked in as that heater's low, ball 1. Screwball at the letters, rip deep to the gap, left center field. That is going to 1 hop to the fence and be extra bases for Muffin. He's going to be in scoring position here with 2 down. As we try to put up a fight down to our last out. Here's Lauderbury, due up, pinch hitting for him. It's going to be Sky Rodriguez, contact versus lefty active, hitting .250 with an RBI here. Screwball down and then lined right at Gaspar, holding the runner. That ends the inning. And the Platypi got crushed today. We lose 12-5, and everything got turned on its head right after Tubrick took a line drive to the face in the 4th inning. Yes, we managed to hit a home run in the bottom half of that inning, but then we proceeded to give up the lead, tie it, give up the lead again, get 1 run back, and then proceed to give up more garbage runs as our bullpen could do jack shit. GG, thank you, thank you. Just one of those days. Didn't expect Shark to be the one that dropped the ball, though. Yeah, true. Everybody in the lineup for the Wideloads got a hit today except Chimo Gaspar. They had an RBI for Hicks, 4 RBIs for Liner, 4 RBIs for Hobbs, 1 RBI for Strauss, 2-run homer for Royds, and that's it. On the other side for us, RBIs today, solo home run for Beefcake McStevens, solo home run for Ham Connor, first of his career. Peak Physique also hit his first career home run. It was a 2-run shot, and we also got an RBI single from Rory Crowds, or sac fly, I should say. Pitching lines, Bourbony 6+ innings, 9 hits, 5 earned runs, 3 homers, 4 strikeouts. He improves to 2-1 on the year. Bozer gets the 9-out save, 3 innings, 2 hits, 1 strikeout. His first save of the year. Tubrick 4 innings plus, 9 hits, 4 earned runs, 3 strikeouts. He gets a no decision. Shirley Indiere takes the loss, 2 1/3, 2 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk. Sharp 2/3 of an inning, 6 hits, 5 earned runs, 1 homer, and Lauderbury 2 innings, 6 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 strikeout. Hobbs, your player of the game for his 4-hit day, all 4 of them driving in at 1 run. Darcy Hicks, 5 for 6 at the plate. He had 3 doubles and 2 singles, driving in a run and scoring 3 times. And then Hackliner, 2 for 6 with a triple, a double. He drove in 4 total runs. Rough loss, rough loss. We got outmatched and out-hit. And out-pitched. We got outdone everything today, basically. Oh well, not much we can do. We were due for a bad one. Sky, why do you exist to give us hope and then take it away? Oh, come on. That's not fair. I like both these guys. Now you're just kicking a man while he's down. Oh, Beefcake, I guess. No. This sucks. Beefcake's his loyalty's lower, so let's do him. Sorry, Ace. Who do you put the blame on? Kaufman on this one. She didn't get a hit today. Alright, what do we got looking around the league? No roster moves were made, so it looks like my preemptive roster move to start the episode was not necessary. But knowing my luck, if I had not made said roster move, the person both my pitcher options would have been gone. So let's look at opportunities here. Cartman, no. Peak Physique, not giving you Wild Thrower. Not taking away your power versus lefties. Kaufman, bad jumps. Ooh, you don't really need the arm, though. I think that's kind of dumb. Charlie Lopez, pinch perfect. Okay. Only at 1%, we can wait. Rory Crowds, 1 more game on this one. Extra contact is always a bonus. Yes, I do like this one. I like both of these. We'll get both of these next time. We can wait 1 more game on them. Chess Hicks, anyone? Alright, let's sim up here. B-Wolves beat the Grapplers 2-0 as the B-Wolves get a victory for us. Nice. Still tied for the division lead now as the Wideloads are above us in run differential. Ooh, Freebooters choke it away to the Blowfish. That sucks. Nemesis lose to the Hot Corners. Freebooters then take on the Sandcats. Freebooters blow them out 14-4. Sirloins shut out the Heaters 7-0. That helps us out. And the Crocs beat the B-Wolves for us. Thank you. 3-2. Grapplers and Moonstars here. Moonstars win easily 4-1. Okay, so everyone below us is losing. Jacks beat the Buzzards. Wideloads beat the Overdogs, unfortunately, 5-3, so now they stand atop the division by themselves. Last game, the Sims Sawteeth beat the Grass Eaters. Perfect. Alrighty, next episode for the Platypi, we are going to be taking on the 9-2 Blowfish. On the mound is going to be rookie left-hander Doyen Stafford, 1-0 with a 1.29 ERA and a 1 WHIP. And for us, it is going to be rookie Cecil Sawyers. He's going to make his debut next episode as he's going to take over here in the pitching rotation. We're going to move Rusty Nozzle down to the 4, so Sawyer is going to be the one on the mound. We don't have to worry about using a pinch hitter today, so that's nice. Alright, so right now it is going to be Charlie Lopez leading off. He'll be at shortstop, Studwick in left, Peak Physique at first, Beefcake McStevens locked in at third, Hayam Connor locked in center. Rodriguez will DH, batting 6th, while Wugliam is batting 7th and right. Kaufman batting 8th, 10th at second base, and batting 9th is Tugboat Thomas. He'll be behind the plate. And we will have Cecil Sawyer make his debut next episode, actually, with Rally Stopper. Hopefully the 27-year-old can give us some magic. Looking at roster moves real quick. Blamo Tamale, I guarantee you, gets picked up in the next episode. Track Statsman is actually below his price point. I don't know if I want to sink that much money into signing him, though. I don't think we can afford it. Rakonda and Khaldeed are basically at their asking prices now. Axel Torque is in the same boat. He'd be a decent signing, but he can only play left field. Teresa Ketchum would be a solid replacement catcher for Tugboat Thomas. Frogoball and Stanos is now below his price projection. Hans Sliperio, the younger shortstop, is about what he's worth as well. A lot of these guys are getting ready to probably be signed here in the next couple of episodes as they reach their price points now. So now it's just a matter of when does the CPU let me make a move, pardon me. Jesus. Now, I'm thinking about making some bullpen roster moves next episode myself as well. Going to need to bring some guys in here to help us out. Thinking maybe after next episode, maybe after next game, we start bringing in guys like Gertie Goatman. He can replace Lauderbury. Horace Heimlich could replace Huckster. And then, heck, if Remington Sharp could be replaced as well. I could bring in someone like Archie Alonso or Brent Branch to replace him and just take the pay cut there. I don't mind. Or even Rita Rakonda. I wouldn't mind bringing her in for Lauderbury or Sharp. We'll just see. We'll just see what kind of money situation we're going to be in. Heck, maybe even replace Rusty Nozzle if he does poorly. But he's been doing well to start the year, so I'm not expecting him to struggle. And then offensively speaking, it's really just who do I feel like bringing in right now? Like, Seb Swilson's almost at his price point. Same with Butterfinger. OVO's already out of his. Personally, I like Swolson and Butterfinger better. They'd be good backup first base options here. Maybe Butterfinger. And we also have the young shortstops here, Sliperio and Yips Fraser. They'd be options to replace Charlie Lopez, but he's been playing well this year, so I don't need to replace him either. Outfield, let's see, not really anything I want to move with right now. Right field might be the only option, and that's Statsman. But I don't know if I can afford him, and if not, we do have Howie Khaldeed and Sluggy Boomhauer here would be options as well. It's not like we're hurting for right field options. It's just, who do I bring in? That's the question. But yeah, that's going to do it for this episode, guys. Tough loss today against the Wideloads. We absolutely got manhandled and blown out, 12-5, the final score. So we're now 7-3 on the year as we do drop into second place in the division as the Wideloads jump ahead of us. They beat us today, and then they beat another team afterward, the fact as well. I believe they beat the Grass Eaters, if I remember correctly. So they now move ahead at 8-3 in the division. So now we're playing catch up with them, and we have a really good Blowfish team awaiting us next time out. Tune in next time to see if we can match up to them as well. But that's going to do it for me tonight, guys. Hopefully, if you stuck around this deep, hopefully you enjoyed the episode. Sorry we couldn't win it for you today. If you made it this deep, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel over on YouTube. And if you haven't already over on Twitch, hit the follow and or subscribe buttons down and below to notify next time I go live. Link to Twitch is down in the description below over here on YouTube if you guys want to come over and watch the games live before they're posted. And also follow me over on this platform as well if you so choose. Shout out to Macho for chatting with me today, buddy. Nice to hear from you as always. That is going to do it for me for this episode tonight, guys. Over on YouTube, I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, this is the Nasty One signing off. But if you want to stick around here on Twitch, guys, we're going to be recording the next episode of the free agent franchise rebuild right after this. Just got to reset the stream and set that up real quick. So stick around if you want to have that one as well. Alrighty, give me a few minutes, guys.